Yes, I'm ready to check out, so if you could send someone for the luggage, and will you please have the bill ready when I get down? Thank you very much.
Better get out of here as fast as you can, or I'll take care of this stuff.
Oh. Oh, my God! There is a fire!
It's okay, lady. Get back in your room. Get back in your room.
Save my baby! I can't go out like this!
It's okay, the fire's out.
Oh, thank you. You people certainly are efficient.
All in a day's work, ma'am. Grow up.
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Hey, everything's terrific. Thanks. Thank you very much, huh? That was nice.
Hey, wait a minute. Was that your motorcycle parked outside?
Was?
Yeah. Well, the lady who just left, she backed a car into it accidentally. It's a wreck. You know, come to think of it, she backed into it accidentally twice.
A decent meal the entire time I was in Chicago. You are looking at one hungry man.
I am looking at a man who's 20 minutes late, and I heard the food in Chicago is very good.
Boy, it's terrific. I just didn't have a decent meal there. So that when I got back here, I wouldn't be spoiled for this stuff.
Boy, you better not let Sid hear you say that.
Sure, I'm glad to be back and have some home-cooked food here.
Well, at this point, I'm so hungry, I can't even make up my mind.
Well, I can. I want the chicken pot pie.
Got it. Chicken pot pie?
Well, on second thought, give me the pot roast.
Cancel. The pot pie is a pot roast.
This meatloaf looks good.
Meatloaf? You got it.
No, hold on.
Cliff, if you don't make up your mind pretty soon, the kitchen will be closed.
Okay. This is positively, absolutely my final decision.
The suspense is killing me.
Macaroni and cheese.
We're out.
That does it. Cliff, I will order for both of us, okay? I would like to get out of here sometime before midnight.
I am a big boy. I can make up my...
Mitzi, we will have Salisbury steak, medium well, with all the trimmings,
steak,
coffee, beer. Okay?
Great. That's exactly what I wanted.
Cliff, you're amazing. I'm glad you're back.
Oh, it's good to be back. Looking forward to my first case here. The case of the missing portrait.
Huh?
Oh, Cliff thinks he can sue the Endicott Gallery because Jody Travis's painting was stolen from them.
No, you...
I found out some very interesting things. Look, here. You see? You notice that 35 to 50% of all the profits from a painting goes to the...
Cliff, you...
Just a minute, Mitzi. I'm doing some business here. Goes to the gallery. The case of a conglomerate sort of picking on the little person.
Cliff, they found the painting. Calvin found it.
Did? How could he do that to me? How could he do that to me?
Well, Mitzi, how did Calvin do that?
This is a great story. Okay. Gavin told me that this guy tried to break into Calvin's apartment, right?
Very smart guy. Tries to break into a cop's apartment.
Yeah, well, okay. So Calvin comes home. He surprises this guy. He sees the guy and he pounces on him.
Calvin wasn't hurt, was he?
No. Calvin's fine. Okay, so now, this creepo makes a break for it, but Calvin is able to trace this guy because he has the identification from the guy's wallet.
Well, how'd he get his wallet?
Okay, they're fighting, right? They're mixing it up, wrestling around. Calvin reaches inside this guy's pocket and takes the wallet out. I mean, that's how, you know, he knew what the name and the address was.
He just reached inside the pocket and took out the wallet?
Yeah, right, okay. So now Calvin goes to this guy's apartment, knocks on the door, makes the arrest, and not only discovers the painting, but all this other stolen stuff. Isn't that incredible? That's great, huh?
Yeah, it's great. It's great for him. It's terrible for me.
Oh.
Well, it's certainly good for Jody Travis anyway. Mitzi, do you think you could put our order in, please, before we faint from hunger?
Food. I'll get you food.
It's really terrible. I was looking forward to this case. I had to put a big shot like that Dwight Endicott in the jail. Oh, a guy could make a name for himself in a case like this.
Cliff Nelson, you are really an ambulance chaser, you know that?
I am not.
That's okay. A girl couldn't ask for a better law partner.
It's good to be back among friends. I'm gonna call Jody. Gavin, see if I can get any more information on this case. You know, we might be able to sue for negligence still. Excuse me. Mitzi, I'm gonna use the phone, okay?
Yeah, fine. Didi, I've got to talk to you.
Sure.
Didi, are we talking about pot roast, meatloaf, or chicken pot pie?
Salisbury steak.
Hello? Oh, hi, Cliff. I heard you were back. It's good to hear your voice.
Hi, Nicole. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How was Chicago?
Windy.
I heard your trip was a big success.
Oh, yeah, I get my client out of jail, and I'm building my empire. Is Jody there? Or Gap?
Oh, no, I'm sorry you missed them by not more than 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, well, I gotta talk to him. I'll have to catch him later. I want to congratulate her on getting her painting back.
Isn't that wonderful? She's thrilled, but I'll tell her that you called. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. My, popular household this evening. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Nicole. It's Derek. Is Miles there?
Oh, I'm sorry, no, he's not. He went to the hospital on a call, but I expect him shortly.
Nicole, Jinx is gone.
Hello, Nora. I'm sorry to disturb you. I've misplaced my key.
Oh, well, hello, Mrs. Saxon.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You look like you're seeing a ghost.
No, I'm just surprised to see you.
I'm sure I don't know why. I do live here, you know.
Oh, I know that, but we weren't expecting you until later, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. How's the painting going?
Painting?
The house painting.
Oh, I think fine. They're actually finished.
I do hope they haven't made a mess up there.
I did my best to make sure everything was in place.
I'm sure.
Can I get you something, a cup of tea?
No, thank you, Nora. I didn't come for tea. I came to hear everything you know about Mrs. Whitney. And I'm telling you now. I want some straight answers. Where is she?
Well, she isn't here.
I'm perfectly aware of that. As a matter of fact, I'm aware of the whole situation. So there's no need to hem and haw with me.
The whole situation?
Yes. Damian Tyler came to visit me and told me about her illness. Told me that she was going abroad to a sanitarium.
Damian Tyler told you?
That's what I said. And I must say, I find it more than a little curious that information came to me from someone outside this household. Now, perhaps you could explain that circumstance.
No, I can't. You
For
see,
heaven's sake, Nora, will you please stop hedging? I want to know exactly what's happened to Mrs. Whitney.
I really don't know. Spencer handled all of that.
Then I want to talk to Spencer at once.
He isn't here.
Where is he?
I'm sure I don't know.
Are you?
Yes. You see, it was Spencer who located Mrs. Whitney.
What do you mean by locate? You only locate something that's missing.
Well, that's it. Exactly. This may sound crazy, but Mrs. Whitney was found wandering around a department store.
Well, that isn't unusual for Raven. Shopping is her vocation.
Well, yes, I know, but she was in a daze, almost incoherent. Fortunately, Spencer found her before she was able to harm herself or anybody else, and he brought her right home.
I see. Yes. Her behavior has been very peculiar lately. So, it's more serious than I thought.
Oh, it's very serious. Spencer and I are terribly worried about her. It's obvious that she needs help, professional help, and so Spencer called a psychiatrist. A very fine Viennese doctor, I think.
I still find it odd that you didn't inform me first.
Well, we couldn't reach you.
Oh. Spencer knew exactly where I was. As a matter of fact, he drove me to the Monticello Arms the day I got back from Washington.
Well, then maybe he can explain it to you.
I'm going to insist that he does. In the meantime, I want to know something more immediate.
Yes, Mrs. Saxon?
Exactly where is this sanitarium?
Mrs. Saxon, I really don't know where the sanitarium is, or even the country.
It seems rather odd to me, since you were so involved in Mrs. Whitney's illness and seemed so worried about her.
Oh, but I was. But as I said before, Spencer made the accommodations. He'll be able to tell you.
Mm-hmm. When do you expect Spencer back here?
I'm really not certain.
It seems to me there is very little of which you are certain, Nora.
I'm sorry I haven't been very helpful.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to handle it myself from now on.
Oh?
Yes. I see no reason at all why I shouldn't move back into my own home. I'm here to stay, Nora. From this moment on.
So what was Damian Tyler's reaction to your questions about Jefferson Brown?
Shock. See, he had already realized that he was never going to track Jeff down and had come to believe that Jeff was already dead.
But was he convinced that it was Brown who let his father take the blame in the State Department scandal?
I'd say he was more like obsessed. You can hardly blame him either. I mean, after the documents turned up missing, Fowler Wilcox took his own life.
So the suicide looked like an admission of guilt then?
Exactly, which was a perfect opportunity for Jeff to take these documents with him to Europe.
Nice little white-collar crime.
Yeah. It's fascinating. All that time I thought Jeff was just engaged in some sort of juvenile fantasy, this talk about international intrigue, but I was wrong. I must have been. I mean, he had the perfect opportunity for stealing these documents. He was working for Fowler Wilcox at the State Department, and he had the perfect motive, greed. He'd do anything for money. I knew that. I could certainly vouch for it. It's a fascinating development, don't you think?
Yes, but not very useful. It still doesn't do anything at all to prove that Jefferson Brown was the man who took your place.
Yes, but the more you think about it, Spencer, the more it does make sense. What better reason would anyone want to hide behind another identity but the fear of being caught?
This whole spy thing sounds pretty far out to me. We already know that Brown was a devious character, so what? I don't see how that helps you and me.
You two seem to have forgotten that I exist.
Sorry, Libby, didn't mean to leave you out.
I've been listening to you waste time. I've been listening to your idle speculation about spies and government documents and unfortunate suicides, and not once have you gotten on the real track.
What is that, Libby?
I have mentioned it once before. The source to contact is someone who actually knew Jefferson Brown in St. Moritz. And no, I don't mean Valerie Bryson. We already know that's a dead end. I'm talking about her girlfriend.
Hazel Kirby, you mean?
Yes.
We have already discussed Hazel Kirby, and we've ruled it out. We can't locate the woman. Valerie can't help us to locate her because she's on vacation in Europe. I mean, it's just bad luck. That's the way I look at it.
Well, I'm not as useless as you both seem to think. While you've been sitting around moaning about your bad luck, I've been making inquiries. You see, I've found Hazel Kirby.
Derek, I'm sorry it took so long. I came as soon as I could. I had to locate Miles. He's on his way.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, Derek. Oh, Derek, my dear friend. What can I do?
Nothing. Sit down. You can talk to me.
Oh, sure, I'll talk to you all night if you want me to. What happened?
It's a very special day today for her. She was very anxious about fixing her first home-cooked meal for me. She planned all of this, all the menu and the flowers and the candles. And
Oh, Derek.
it meant a lot to her to give something to me like this finally. But she was interrupted. The bags of groceries are still in the kitchen. And the cookbook is still just laying there. When I came home, she was laying there. God, I knew right away. I knew right away as soon as I came in that there was something wrong. Oh. I almost didn't make it. She almost had to die alone.
Derek, please, listen to me. Jinx was a very brave and a very beautiful woman, and she loved you so much. She loved you with all her heart, and you did something so wonderful in return for that love. You loved her back, and you made her time here so very special. And there is nothing on this earth that can ever take that away from you.
I know that. And she gave me an awful lot, too. I'll always have her. She'll always be with me.
That looks like it, and I'm still 2 cents short.
Yo.
Give you your tip later.
See you later, counselor.
Oh, enough. Mitzi, I'll see you at home, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Okay.
See ya.
Hi.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Welcome back to Monticello.
Oh, Jim, hi. It's great to be back. We better be moseying on, don't you think?
Yeah, don't let us interrupt you. We're just passing through. Bye.
Bye.
Jim, from what you're telling me, this thing has gotten way out of hand.
Yeah, it has. That's why I need your help.
I told you I'd help you, but you're asking me to eavesdrop on Smiley's phone calls to Hector, and I'm sorry, baby, that ain't my style.
I know that. I know that. I wouldn't ask if this wasn't an emergency, but this situation is desperate, Sid.
Yeah, but you're talking like it's a matter of life and death. Don't you think that's stretching it out a bit far?
No, this is no exaggeration. See the picture. Raven's out there with a lot of cash, a lot. And Smiley's on her trail, and there's no telling what he'll do. There's just no telling.
I can't believe he would do anything to harm her.
Yeah, I know how you feel about him, but we can't take that chance. If I'm right, Smiley's mood is desperate, and therefore he's dangerous, and I have to find him, Sid. And this telephone deal's the only way to do it.
Can you get that? Yeah, thanks.
Sid's Tavern?
What do you say, sexy? How you doing?
I'm fine, Smiley. Where you been keeping yourself?
Here and there, and up and down, in and out. Heck, is Hector around?
Hector? Just a minute, Smiley. I'll see if he's here.
Hey, baby. She did it again. Why? I was in the same room with her. Same room, she got away. Do you believe that? Huh? I was right next to her. She's some kind of witch, I'm telling you. There's something supernatural about her. And on top of that, she ran over my bike twice. I just don't believe all this.
Well, that's too bad, big brother.
I was right next... Who's this? This isn't Hector. Who is this? Who is this?
This is Jim, Smiley. It sounds like your luck has run out, my friend. Why don't you come on over to Sid's and we'll talk about it, huh?
expected, legislators responded to the budget appeal along party lines. In local news...
Hello?
Retired plumber Julian Darwin was $1 million richer today when he won the state lottery.
What happened to the back of your car, lady? Looks like somebody smacked it up real good.
Yeah, right. My husband drives a cab during the day. Very careless. How much did you say it was?
That's 15 even.
Over here you go. Keep the change. Thank you.
Today in a wild shootout in Haddon. The men identified. 2 short weeks ago, Jinx Avery stood beside Monticello Police Chief Derek Mallory and took her marriage vows. Just moments ago, it was announced that Mrs. Derek Mallory died quietly at their home in Monticello.
Network.